Alright, what is up boys and girls, welcome back to another video. As always, thank you very much for joining me. I am Crypto Maximalist, and today we are taking a look at Injective protocol. A lot of people have been asking me to cover this crypto, so I thought that I would do it. Obviously I don't usually cover this crypto, but it's pretty obvious that it's one of the ones that I've been following. I've got a small amount of it in my portfolio, and you can see here obviously right now it's at new all-time highs, which is very interesting. That's probably one of the first cryptos that I've seen in this market cycle that has a significant market cap, at least, that is at a new all-time high. So very interesting narrative as well. I think it's probably fair to say that, you know, this gaming, I think this gaming AI narrative is going to be massive in this next bull market. So I've actually personally positioned myself accordingly in some gaming cryptos that I do think are going to do very well in the next market, because obviously from this narrative here, Injective protocol, I think it's going to be leading the market in a very interesting way. I think a lot of people are going to be buying into this kind of narrative as well. So we'll just take a look at the technicals. As always, thank you very much for joining me. Please do like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below for Billy. He's got a very nice haircut today and a very decent beard. And with all that being said, we're just going to take a look at the charts then. So as you can see, obviously Injective protocols at an all-time high right now. And that is, I mean, that is very interesting to say the least, in my opinion. You can see obviously throughout the year, it has been having basically since almost in the past year now, 11 months, or basically 12 months, let's just say in the past year. Ever since the new year, it's had a huge move. Obviously, a lot of cryptos at the start of the year, they had a nice move off their lows, didn't they? But then a lot of them went back into a bearish move like this, but Injective protocol just didn't seem to care at all. It came up, it came down, it started working its fib levels. I mean, look at how well this chart, people saying Fibonacci levels don't work and they're nonsense. I mean, look at this chart, man. This Fibonacci is pulled from this high of the bull market, previous bull market I should say, because it has made a new all-time high now. Previous bull market high, and then the current bear market low, although it seems very unlikely we'll come and revisit these lows now, judging by this market structure. But you can see here, pull to the low. This is where we've pulled our Fibonacci to. We come back up, we test our first fib level, the 0.23. Let me just pull this across a little bit so you can see the numbers as well. It's important to learn, isn't it? It's important to learn and try and teach people as well as giving you the lowdown. So you can see here the Fibonacci levels, very simple really. Pull my Fibonacci from the high to the low. You can see into the first resistance, you guessed it. It's that Fibonacci level, the 0.23. We get the overextension. Was trying to get above our 100-day moving average because the bear market here, you can see you get stuck under this quite a lot. But we come back down, we retest the low again, and then at the start of the year, you get your big, fat, bullish momentum, break through the first level, get stuck at the next one. You can see here, stuck at the next one. So what do? We roll back test pretty much perfectly back down to that previous Fibonacci level there. We break through the next fib level, back test it again, up to the next fib level, consolidate. Let me just zoom in so you can see this even better. I mean, you're just literally working these fib levels to a T really, aren't you? Break through, back test, consolidate at the next one, break through, all the way back through, or breaking through all the way through the 618 here. But you can see obviously at around $8 getting quite overextended. I thought that's a really weird bird outside my house making a strange noise. Sorry about that. You can see, obviously, we've come up into this level here. The 618 being a big pivot point for markets. You can see coming up into this, getting a little bit overextended, not able to make a new swing high. So what you guessed it, we come back down, back testing and ranging. You can see support, resistance, support. We come up again, try and break again, but we get stuck again under this level. So we come down again. Quite low volume to be fair, consolidating, but you can see we're kind of just consolidating, going sideways. And then again, finally getting that momentum. We come back up, we break through, run up to the next level, break through, back test, and then boom, all the way to the upside. People getting a lot of euphoria and hype. And you can see we just ran all the way up to the all-time high here, which was previously at around $27 there. And now sitting comfortably above that at $31 for a new all-time high. So right now, Injective looking very good. I think there's going to be a lot of crypto projects, especially in the gaming and AI scenes, that are going to look just like this. Personally, I've bought quite a lot of the ones that haven't pumped yet. I've bought most of my bags in this area recently. because a lot of charts look the same, especially in the crypto and gaming, especially in the gaming and AI spaces, I should say. A lot of the charts looking like this, bear market, and now we're starting to see a little bit of a sign of life. This is where I bought most of my bags just before we're starting to see that move, because you don't want to be buying cryptos when they're already up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of percent. Obviously, you can make some gains that way, but it is more risky than buying them at the lows. That is my own strategy, obviously not financial advice, but I do think it makes a lot of sense. Basically buying your cryptos as they're just starting to break out of their kind of bear market resistances. You can see here on Injective, there's pretty obviously a bear market resistance here that it broke at the start of the year. And I bought quite a lot of cryptos in the gaming space at this point, and some of them are starting to move now. For example, I'll give you one that I've been looking at for free that I have personally bought recently, which is Pmon or Pokemon, or I think they've changed to Polychain Monsters now because of obviously to do with Pokemon potential copyright infringement. But you can see here a very, very similar chart. This thing is absolutely bottomed out to absolutely to hell, basically. You can see just selling off, selling off, selling off. But recently you've started to see a little bit here of a sign of life, and as capital does start to rotate into those smaller cryptos, you will potentially see some more moves to the upside once that capital does start to flow out of these larger altcoins into those smaller ones. So it'll be interesting to see, obviously, what happens next with those ones. But that's the strategy that I've been using. I think this is a leading indicator of some potential capital that will rotate into some gaming and AI cryptos. But you can see, obviously, we're being at a new all-time high, we can actually look at some of the fib extensions, not just the retracements. So obviously, in uncharted territory right now, quite literally for Injective. The next target, quite simply, I mean, you'd look for some psychological targets first. I'd say $40 first. Obviously, that's going to be an area where people will probably think to take profits. $50 will be a big one. But the next one really is that, in terms of Fibonacci levels, $65 there, which is around a 2x from the current price. Might be a while till we get to that, to be fair. But you can see here, that's at the 127 Fibonacci extension. So that'll be an interesting target. See if we can potentially hit that pretty soon. But I mean, overall, I think this is a really, really interesting first case. This is my first chart that I've actually charted in this current bull cycle that has hit a new all-time high. That isn't a tiny cryptocurrency. Injective's got a massive market cap, hasn't it? It's got to be billions and billions, tens of billions now, I'm probably assuming, due to this recent pump. At the very least in the billions. All I would say is, it's exciting, isn't it? It is exciting, and congratulations to anyone who bought this at $1. You'd be up 30x in a year right now. I obviously had a small amount of this from the previous bull market. I think it's still knocking about in one of my wallets somewhere. But overall, a very, very nice move indeed. Congratulations to everyone who bought and held this. You're doing very well right now, and we will see what happens in the next video. So thank you very much for joining me, guys. Please do like and subscribe, leave a comment down below. Go and sign up to all the exchanges and nice partnerships I've got in the description. You'll get loads of free crypto for some small deposits, etc. Make sure to go check all those links out. They are very packed full of basically free money if you do all the parameters that you need to do. Just deposit onto the exchanges. They usually just give you some free trading credit, etc. Very, very useful and nice to see. You get some nice bonuses on there as well. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.